5 terminals, 5 agents, 1 repo. Watch this. Agent 1 claims the auth feature. Agent 2 claims the dashboard. Agent 3 is already running tests. Agent 4 reviews a pull request. Agent 5 is compressing its context, preparing for the next task. None of them are waiting. None of them are blocking each other. This is session 12 of the Learn-Claude-Code curriculum, and in the next 10 minutes, you'll understand every mechanism behind it. Here's what most developers do when they want multiple agents. They open 5 terminals. They point all 5 at the same repo, and they wait. What happens next is predictable. Agent 2 overwrites the file Agent 1 just finished. Agent 3 runs the tests before Agent 4's changes are committed. 2 agents claim the same task, and both silently assume they're the only one working on it. Agent 5 gets lost waiting for a response from an agent that already finished and exited. This is the 4 failure modes of naive multi-agent: file conflicts, race conditions, duplicate work, deadlocked communication. Every single one of these failures is solvable, and sessions 9 through 12 each solve one. The Anthropic 2026 Agentic Coding Trends Report puts it plainly. Multi-agent systems replace single-agent workflows, but only when the coordination layer is deliberately designed. Superset, one of the teams profiled in that report, runs 10 or more agents simultaneously on isolated worktrees with 0 conflicts. The difference between their setup and 5 chaotic terminals isn't the model, it's the architecture. Session 9. The task is too big for one. Delegate to teammates. Here's the wrong model most developers start with. They think of sub-agents as temporary workers. You spawn one, it runs, it exits. Every invocation is disposable. No memory, no identity, no history. That works fine for a single isolated task. It breaks the moment agents need to coordinate over time. Session 9 introduces the correct model. Teammates. A teammate is a persistent agent with an identity, a mailbox, and a durable communication channel. Think of it like the difference between a contractor and a full-time employee. You call a contractor, they do the task, they leave. They don't remember last week. A full-time employee has a desk, an inbox, context about the project, and a relationship with the team. Teammates in Session 9 work exactly like the employee. Each teammate has a name, a stable identifier like back-end agent or test runner. Each teammate has a mailbox, a durable queue of messages it processes in order. The lead agent doesn't run subtasks directly. It sends a message to the right mailbox. The teammate reads it, acts on it, and replies. 2 immediate wins. First, the lead agent's context stays clean. It doesn't absorb the subtask execution details. Second, teammates survive context resets. If the lead agent compacts, teammates don't lose their state. This pattern is validated by Anthropic's own 3-agent harness: planner, generator, evaluator. Each is a persistent specialist. None of them share a context window. Session 10. Teammates need shared communication rules. One request-response pattern drives all negotiation. Here's the failure mode this solves. You have 2 teammates that send messages back and forth. Agent A sends "done with the database schema." Agent B replies, "but which version? I see 3 files." Agent A replies, "the latest one." Agent B times out waiting. It never knew what latest meant. Without a protocol, agents talk past each other. Session 10 introduces the request-response protocol. Every message is a structured object with 4 fields. An ID, a unique identifier, so both agents know which message a reply belongs to. A type, either request or response. A payload, the actual content. And a correlation ID on responses, the ID of the request being answered. That's it, one schema used universally. Sounds simple. The effect is transformational. Watch what changes. Agent A sends a request, ID 007, type request, payload, validate database schema in migration/v3. Agent B receives it, validates the file, and replies. Type response, correlation ID 007, payload, 12 tables, no conflicts. Agent A matches the correlation ID. It knows exactly which request was answered, even if 20 other messages have arrived in between. This pattern, request response with correlation IDs, is the same foundation used by HTTP, gRPC, and event-driven messaging systems. The Learn-Claude-Code curriculum makes the point explicit, quote, "one request response pattern driving all negotiation." When you have this protocol, you can layer any behavior on top of it, streaming, retries, timeouts, because every message is traceable. We now have persistent teammates. We have a protocol, they all speak. But here's the problem nobody mentions. The lead agent is still a bottleneck. Every task still has to flow through one brain. Assign this, assign that. Wait for each response. Scale that to 12 agents, and you've built the world's most expensive Jira board. What if the agents just claim their own work? Session 11. Teammates scan the board and claim tasks themselves. No assignment needed. The architecture has 4 states: idle, scan, claim, resume. An idle agent has no current task. Every few seconds, it scans a shared task board, a JSON file listing all outstanding tasks with their status. If it finds a task marked available and its skills match, it attempts to claim it. The claim is an atomic right. The agent sets the task status to claimed and stamps its own name on it. If 2 agents attempt to claim the same task simultaneously, only one right wins. The other reads back the file, sees the task is already taken, and scans for the next available one. No deadlock, no duplicates, no coordinator needed. After claiming, the agent enters the resume state. It picks up exactly where the task left off, using the task's stored context. When it finishes, it marks the task done and returns to idle. Idle, scan, claim, resume. The curriculum puts it directly, quote, no need for the lead to assign each one. What this means in practice, the lead agent is now a task writer, not a task assigner. It breaks work into chunks and writes them to the board. The team finds the work. This is how Fountain, a recruiting company, used hierarchical multi-agent orchestration to achieve 2 times candidate conversions. Their orchestrator writes job requirements to a shared board. Specialist agents claim individual candidate assessments. No bottleneck, parallel execution. According to the Anthropic 2026 Agentic Coding Trends Report. Session 12. Each agent works in its own directory. Zero interference. Agents claiming tasks from a shared board still have one problem left. If 5 agents all write to the same repo, they hit git lock contention. File overwrites, stale reads. VS Code's Worktree support, shipped in July 2025, made the solution accessible, and the JetBrains 2026.1 release made it first class across the IDE ecosystem. The pattern: every task gets its own Git worktree. A worktree is a separate working directory pointing at its own branch, but sharing the same .git object store. Agent 1 checks out branch feature/auth into /worktrees/auth. Agent 2 gets branch feature/dashboard into /worktrees/dashboard. They share the repo history. They do not share the working directory. The curriculum's key insight: tasks manage goals, worktrees manage directories, bound by ID. When an agent claims task 007, it creates or resumes worktree 007. The task ID and worktree path share the same identifier. The agent always knows where it is. When the task is done, the worktree is merged and cleaned up. Conflicts move to merge time, where standard Git tooling detects them, instead of happening silently during active work. The practical limit: in testing, 5 to 7 concurrent agents is the productive ceiling on a modern laptop. Beyond that, rate limits, disk consumption. Each worktree copies the working tree, roughly 5 gigabytes per worktree on a large codebase, and merge review overhead cancel out the throughput gains. But 5 agents working in parallel on a solid codebase? That's the sweet spot. Now, the capstone: Python agent /s_full.py. This is the full agent, all 12 mechanisms, in one file, under 300 lines of Python. Session 1 through 2, the agent loop with bash tools. Session 3 through 6, to-do write, sub-agents, skills, context compaction. Session 7 through 8, on-disk task graphs, background operations. Session 9 through 12, agent teams, communication protocol, autonomous claiming, Worktree Isolation. Every mechanism we've built across this series, combined. When you run s_full, you get an agent that can plan, persist through crashes, work alongside teammates, claim tasks without being told, and execute in its own isolated workspace. You don't need Claude Code to build this. You don't need LangChain. You don't need Crew AI. You need Bash, an API key, and the 12 mechanisms. That's all. Before you spin up 10 agents, 3 things. First, parallel agents compound costs. 5 agents each using 200,000 tokens per run will hit your API rate limits in minutes. Budget before you scale. Second, merge review doesn't disappear. Worktree isolation prevents write conflicts during execution. It does not prevent merge conflicts at integration. 5 agents each modifying shared utilities means 5 divergent branches. Review overhead is real. Third, context resets between sessions means your teammates start fresh. Persistent identity doesn't mean persistent knowledge. Build handoff artifacts into every task, a structured summary of what was done and what's outstanding, or the next agent picks up confused. The curriculum calls this structured handoff artifacts. Anthropic calls it context reset with structured state. Both are the same pattern. Know the limits. Work within them. The agents are powerful. The constraints are still yours to manage. Here's your move. Fork the learn-claude-code repo on GitHub, link in the description. Go to agent/s12_worktree task isolation.py. Run it. Watch the cycle. Idle, scan, claim, resume in real time. Then go to agent/s_full.py. Run that too. That's the complete agent. All 12 mechanisms. Your brain on Tuesday knows things it didn't know on Monday. This is the last episode of the Harness Engineering series, From Loop to Teams. From 50 lines to a complete agent. If you want to see me build this into a real production system, ship features, manage PRs, integrate with CI, subscribe. That's the next series. The agents are ready. The question is whether you are. I'm Tech Whistle. Stop assigning tasks. Let your agents claim them.